Hello there, folks. Welcome to yet another episode, a very special episode of the UFL show with UFL Jim. On today's episode, we are breaking down all of the head coaches in the new, beautiful United Football League. I'm giving you my rankings, I'm giving you my thoughts, and these are the thoughts that you share with the people around you when you talk about the UFL.
It's the UFL show with UFL Jim, your one-stop shop for all things United Football League. We have a sexual tension, we have the heat, we have the power, we have the news. It's all here on the UFL show with UFL Jim.
At number 8, we're going with Kevin Sumlin. And I'm not going to explain to you why Kevin Sumlin is at the bottom. I'm going to give that opportunity to USFL Jim, someone who has already experienced time with Kevin Sumlin, watching Kevin Sumlin in a professional setting. USFL Jim, take it away. You want me to talk Kevin Sumlin, huh, Jim? Really? You're bringing this guy up again? I feel like I'm getting PTSD because the things that Kevin Sumlin has done to the game of football and my enjoyment while watching it, the only word I can use to describe it is abhorrent. It is awful. This man doesn't know how to run a team, doesn't know how to run an offense anymore, it seems like, which is the one thing you're supposed to get when you get Kevin Sumlin is a competent and good offense. And we know he doesn't run a very good defense. I don't understand. I really don't understand. I hope he got good coordinators. I hope the things around him function very well because I cannot trust Kevin Sumlin at all to get anything out of any roster, let alone putting him back with the Gamblers. This is maybe the biggest mistake that Mike Rapoli has made since embedding himself in the UFL. How do you look at Kevin Sumlin's time with the Houston Gamblers and decide to bring him back? It's just beyond me. It blows my mind. FFF. Terrible hire. That's my thoughts on Kevin Sumlin. Thank you, USFL Jim. Now on to number 7. We're going with Ted Ginn Jr. Now, a lot of these guys that are in the middle, it's hard to kind of find a ranking because they don't have a ton of head coaching experience. Ted Ginn, he's been around high school football. He's been around the NFL and seen a professional operation, so I trust him in that regard. And from everything that I've heard, the players seem to like him wherever he's been, but I just don't know how he will do in a setting. I guess this is what spring football is for. This is what the UFL is for, is to give these guys, these coaches, new opportunities to get in and develop as a coach. We want to expand and talk player development. Well, let's expand and talk coach development. And I think he will have good ties in the area. I like what he brings to the Aviators. And at the very least, you're going to get a good crowd of people that are going to be cheering him on. At number 6, for similar reasons, I have AJ McCarron. The only reason he's a little bit higher is because I kind of put a quarterback, the cerebralness and the way you have to sort of run an offense, I kind of feel that quarterbacks are suited to be coaches. And I feel like AJ McCarron is in it. He's done playing. He wants to coach. And even with no experience, even with so many people doubting him, the only reason that I hate the move of AJ McCarron is that you're getting rid of Skip Holtz. If AJ McCarron in a vacuum, I don't dislike this at all. Losing Skip Holtz for AJ McCarron has to be seen as a massive downstep. But again, similar to Ted Ginn, he's going to bring people in. People are going to flock to the stadium, hopefully, to see AJ McCarron there. And maybe he picks it up. Maybe he gets the players excited. I like what I've heard from him. I trust him. And we'll see how it goes. At number 5, we're going Chris Redman. Again, no coaching experience here. Some high school coaching, but I don't know if you fully want to count that. I don't know, man. He's got alt football written all over him. I just feel like he's a guy that's perfect for the UFL and will find his footing and make some things happen. I trust that it will work out, but I'm skeptical. I'm a little bit worried. I feel like he's someone that'll grow into the role. Maybe if he gets a couple seasons under his belt, I think he will be someone that we really see as a great UFL, great spring football coach throughout history. This is where I see the separation. So at number 4, we're going to go with Ricky Proehl. He's been basically coaching the wide receivers basically since 2020. He's been involved with the XFL and then the XFL and then the UFL and then the UFL and now as a head coach in the UFL. That's a lot of acronyms coming at your face, but Ricky Proehl is about to come all over everyone's face as he goes into St. Louis as a legend to head coach of the Battlehawks, where he will take his battle cock and shove it down your throat. He's no nonsense. He's hungry to be a head coach. He loves this shit, and he will deliver. At number 3, we're going to go Rick Neuheisel. Come on. What do you have to say about Rick Neuheisel? You're taking Bob Stoops off of the Renegades, someone who kind of viewed the UFL as like a retirement opportunity where you didn't have to try too hard and was just having fun with it. And then you don't like that maybe, or maybe you thought it was time to separate and part ways, and you replace him with Rick Neuheisel, a guy who's probably viewing the UFL as a nice, easy retirement job and a good way to have fun and still coach football. It's basically Bob Stoops 2.0, but I liked what Bob Stoops was doing on the Renegades. I'm going to like what Rick Neuheisel is doing on the Renegades, probably. At number 2, we're going to go with Anthony Becht here. He has shown that he can coach at a pretty darn high level through 3 years in spring football. I don't see that changing with the move down to Florida. I still trust Anthony Becht. It's just whether or not he could do it in the big game situations. And as long as he's in the league, I'm going to be happy because even just outside of the coaching and the playing and whatnot on the field, Anthony Becht brings so much good energy to the UFL that I'm so glad he's sticking around. That's how he gets the number 2 spot. And number 1, we're going Shannon Harris, baby. We're going Shannon Harris. How do you not go Shannon Harris? He literally won the league last year, coaching his ass off in DC. He's sticking around with a full offseason, with a full year. He's got the job. He's not getting thrust in. I trust him to once again create a championship roster and make some awesome moves and make some stuff happen that will blow your socks off. So once again, we're going Kevin Sumlin, we're going Ted Ginn Jr., we're going AJ McCarron, we're going Chris Redman, we're going Ricky Proehl, we're going Rick Neuheisel, we're going Anthony Becht, and we're going Shannon Harris. Those are my rankings. Those are the definitive rankings of the head coaches in the United Football League. Let's check in with Investigator Jim and see how it's going. Jim, I may have found it. I may have found the motherlode. I believe that Mike Rapoli is building and operating an underground secret laboratory underneath the UFL headquarters in Arlington, Texas. I have proof that I'm still collecting. Everything will be made clear. I'm worried at this point. Maybe they're catching on. I don't know. But I'm trying to tread as carefully as possible while giving you and all of the true UFL fans out there the truth that they and we all deserve. Investigator Jim out. And with that, I leave you satisfied, completed, but wanting a little bit more. I'm UFL Jim. See you folks next time.